Same set.
Dap each other up real quick.
What?
High five each other real quick.
I remember playing against you guys on screens back in Iceland.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
It's been a hot minute. Yeah.
I remember you guys were insane back then. I'm super happy you guys are here representing the night with us. It's good for a change.
Nobody is standing in Loud's way as Loud make their way to the playoffs easily.
Com certeza, acho que essa última partida foi o nosso pico de performance até agora no nosso time novo.
They popped off, for sure. EDG, Sag.
At this point, everyone wants to beat us so far.
Saucy!
I don't think it will.
Cara, a adaptação do QCK tá sendo muito boa. Eu acho que ele nasceu para jogar com o duelista.
QCK, he just slaughtered BDG.
At the end of the day, anyone can like take it and win it. It's Valorant, so
It's true.
just who plays better that day.
나도 선글라스 꼈는데?
They're looking fresh.
원태가 되게 깔끔하고 좋아. 깔끔한데 이 선글라스가 저팔계.
근데 상범이
Bro.
Can we win the Masters between me and Genji? I mean, definitely. And even if we don't make it far, I hope they do win the trophy for us for the Asia Pacific League.
Damn.
Against Genji was a pet final, and we didn't.
Hey, Genji 3-0'd them or 3-1 them? Damn, so it's a revenge match, low key.
Genji, this team looks scary. Valakia, it is a return to greatness.
3-1. Both are revenge matches, yeah.
I can't believe it! PaperX keeping hope alive!
Monyet played very well, especially with his calls and stuff. Like, he's very confident, unlike the previous matches. I'm very proud of him. Our new kid in the block is ready. You're not gonna meet the same PaperX.
일단 저희가 이제 딱히 증명을 해야 될 필요는 없는 것 같고요. 그냥 뭐 무시당할 그것도 없는 것 같아요.
PaperX looked like a team who was, playing for the individuality.
Yeah, and the telling thing for me is Genji willing to step into that zone with PaperX, where, you have the flood pretext or, stacking up bodies and looking very aggressive engagements. Genji, we're getting down and dirty with them. I'm kind of coming out on top.
Yeah, you guys are hyped up the rookie. Karen coming to this a lot, and here he is in the Verizon high-speed moment, round 17. I mean, you gotta check your corners, man. You gotta check it.
This is exactly the sort of scenario that I'm talking about, right? Making plays like this, getting ahead of this execute. You lose to PaperX when you allow them to execute onto you, come up, play very aggressive, and Karen, I mean, Tom nailed this.
Wait, this is actually a massive W. Isn't the sticker money for Counter-Strike insane right now? Also a cool sticker.
I think that's exactly the point, right? They're used to teams playing back, cowering in fear, playing for flood retakes against a squad like this instead. Genji can give it to them. They're so willing to get proactive, to fight into these executes.
Valorant community and CS community
doing stuff
bridging,
like that and actually buying time for the team to rotate over and help everyone out, which you contrast that to PaperX. Their players were trying to do the same thing, and they were getting owned by
Stockholm Major, each player got around 400k. That's actually insane.
They were giving it, they were shouting across the stage. And on the other side for this, for PaperX, as we take a look in the AIM lab shoot around.
Yo, Papa Com is hilarious. This guy's a master troll.
Looking forward to watching, but what else has he got?
I mean, he was looking pretty deadly at the start of this map here. Again, super aggressive, almost like at the pistol round. He forgot he was put onto the Omen, still on the race for some reason, jumping in. But there's just a number of situations where you're looking here, and I was talking about, some of the aggressive plays the PaperX made. They felt very disjointed. It felt like it came down to one person delivering at the end of that sort of play, as opposed to the typical Paper.
I'm starting the video now.
I didn't realize I was going to be watching a movie. What is that? What? That is crazy. First impressions?
It's insane.
I definitely saw the character have like an orb of some sort.
Achei a gente muito diferente, muito legal.
What the abilities might be?
Everyone was like kind of freezed by the butterflies.
I guess they can clone themselves.
The character is like placing like an illusion.
They can clone themselves?
Looking at this character's abilities, you can be more aggressive than usual as a controller.
I think we're gonna be the first team
Alex
to
of
try
PRX. So we did see that, although the team struggled on that match.
Send Loud next. It's the game. It's the game. It's the game. It's the game. Oh shit! Some nice picks. Some nice picks.
Oh, massive
Let's go.
congratulations
Zellsis!
to Sentinels. We go from one legend to another. Sassy over here to Zellsis. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you have a couple
He brought his banner on the
Everyone buy the
desk.
Sentinels bundle. Thank you. Okay.
Did you buy the Sentinels bundle?
Like I said, I'm going to buy the event winners.
Of this event?
Yeah, which he's already saying is them.
Yeah,
It's already us. It's
Yeah.
already us. Listen, people said they'd buy it if we made playoffs. People
Can you
said
say
they'd buy it
that?
if we made Madrid. We've
I
done
haven't
it all.
extended yet.
Yeah.
It's always been the event winners, so.
All right, whoever wins champs, you know, I'll buy the
You can't roll that again now.
whoever wins champs. But yeah, congratulations, Zellsis. I could see from your emotion when you guys eventually won that map. It was kind of, I felt like elation and also just a lot of energy. 2 overtimes. How was that? Was that tough out there?
It was kind of stressful, yeah. Obviously, I think we threw Icebox, so going third map, I mean, it's called Sunset for a reason, but it was kind of stressful. Like, when we won, it was like a relief. It was like, oh my gosh. So I'm just happy we won, yeah.
Well, I found it really interesting earlier. Kaplan was saying there was a couple of timeouts that come through to kind of like, I guess, reset the vibes, get the energy back on track. Today was really the first time we've seen like a few, I guess, player reacts where there's a little bit of frustration as to the plan not being executed. I think it was round 3 on Icebox when Zekken was calling for everybody to kind of chill on the mollies a little bit. That was really interesting because I think it's the first time that we've probably seen that sort of reaction.
You want me to watch challengers after these games?
That's actually true. Or we can play some ranked.
Crazy. I'll just get
I would say it's kind of
angry.
like how we're going into these matches. Like, we're kind of now in like crunch time where it's like, all right, if we make a mistake, like, we're calling it out. Like, we're just nipping it right there and then, which is the frustrations or like, you know, us saying it so like.
I don't think I'm gonna watch challenges either.
Like, we just want to make sure we don't
Fell
keep
off
making the
after
same
Y.
mistakes. So
I know.
us as
You
a team
haven't
have talked. We're
since?
like, all right,
Yeah,
if
we
we make a
haven't.
mistake, someone
Literally,
call it
we
out.
fell the
fuck off.
So
Why?
or like,
Oh my God.
So call it
Picture
out,
numbers
remove, we
of
fix, and
blew
then
off of
we
that.
just, you know, keep communicating. That's like
Jeez,
the biggest
brother,
thing for
we
us.
must stay focused.
Yeah,
I know,
let's
I'm
talk
going back
about
up the elevators.
Sassy real quick
Slowly.
because
I'm just
I swear that he
maintaining
just
during
turns up in
Ramadan
every big round.
stuff.
Every single pivotal
Oh, yeah,
round
for
that
you,
we've
must be
ever
hard.
had in this series today, he's at the
You
scene
don't
of the
have
crime.
empty
We have
stomach then, and
a
then you
quick
go
round to
and
show
you-
you, I think,
Yeah,
from
right
the
before I can
sunset.
eat, yeah.
This 1v3, what was going through your mind?
That clutch,
I
bro.
figured
This
he was
first
going to win this. And
at
me
night,
and
not
John
in the
even said
morning
he was going to
anymore.
win this as well. Like, Gustavo's so clutch in these situations. He's just so calm, as you can see. Like, I mean, he's a champion for a reason, right? So, like, this is just easy for him. It's just light work. And he's very comfortable on Sunset, so I'm happy I have him on my team.
So no backseating whatsoever whilst that was going down, no?
I mean, we're just little things like bullets, like if we hear their footsteps and he's like dialed in on their crosser, you know, when someone's in a clutch. But, I mean, he handles himself pretty well, so.
Yeah, this was played to perfection, yeah.
The crowd as well. I mean, I know Josh and Bren were talking about it. It was kind of weird to hear the crowd go against Sassy. They were like chanting all the Brazilian chants at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a bit. It didn't feel like, it felt kind of weird, like a different kind of timeline we were in.
Yeah, he's kind of a traitor. Yeah, he's kind of a traitor. I mean, you know, I'm glad to have him, but it's like having him against his own team type thing.
They're lost, right?
Yeah, they're lost. Yeah.
I mean, speaking of traitors,
Chat, I'm doing the contest review after this interview.
I've heard some very choice words from you, Zellsis. EMEA 0 team region.
Zero
up?
team region. I mean,
Yeah?
You know, Fnatic.
I need your guys' help to help me judge.
I mean, they ran the same strats as last year, so maybe they can fix that. But no, all seriousness, like, I mean, EMEA is really good. Like, the fact that like they had 2 like really young rookie teams come here and like show out like they did, like it could have went either way. But yeah, 0 team region, EMEA.
He's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
He's actually just not wrong.
One of those situations where we should just keep pretty quiet, to be honest.
Yeah.
But out this conversation.
Yeah, I think so too. Do you know who we should talk about though? The IGL, of all IGLs. The fragging IGL. John today, I know you've always been really impressed with him as well. Mike, what did you think of John?
I mean, today, one of the ones I want to ask back about was the post plant on Split. Like, I think probably one of the cleanest clutches we've seen at this event so far. I'm not sure if you remember the plant on B side.
Sentinels were winning.
Down into main. Just,
I think we have this round, by the way. Let's just bring it up so we can show.
If we can roll it, yeah, I'd love to know what was going on on the comms during this.
Oh, different one.
Oh,
he had
no.
too many. He had
too many clutches.
He couldn't pick him.
Yeah, too many clutches. He's just too good. Look at him.
Oh,
That's my IGL.
You stole his ace.
Did I?
Yes, you stole his
Oh
ace.
yeah, he remembers.
As I should.
As I should.
You didn't realize he was on for an ace?
I want to win the round. I don't care. I've stolen his ace twice now.
Yeah,
the one on split.
the one on the
ace
pistol. Yeah, I
in,
remember.
Africa, and then this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 out of 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike, as an IGL, coming from John especially, how do you think, I mean, I'm going to ask both of you this question because it does feel like fragging IGL meta coming into this tournament. I was
It's
really,
gone.
yeah, but is it back now?
No, wait, what were you about to say? I was going to say,
No,
definitely
is it
the
back
IGL not fragging meta is surely gone because I think John Keith
okay,
is definitely an
John's
example.
changing,
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
I mean, as well, there's maybe an extension to that question. All 5 of you seem to be able to deliver in individual scenarios. Is there ever, situations where somebody's really stepping up and kind of chomping at the bit to be that person to make the standout play, or is it kind of just a respect amongst all of you?
Like play, right? Not calls. Play.
Well, both to be honest.
Amin is he's our early round caller always. He says what we do early unless someone has a really clear cut idea, they're seeing something on the map or something. But he really calls the early round and he gets final say, and I think we all respect that. But everyone kind of chips in here and there mid round, they do a lot of their own calling and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, I would say he's definitely one of the best IGLs I've played with. Individually, calling wise, everything. He's very calm. He puts in a lot of work, a lot of time. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with him.
His aim is crazy.
What's happening? We're gonna do the judging right now.
Absolutely
We're gonna do the judging right after this.
Yeah.
Just waiting for them
Speaking
to wrap
of
up.
something absolutely insane, you told us about buying the Sentinels bundle. You've been pushing this out there, but I kind of wanted to base this off of the actual classic. Does the skin give you the buff? Because if you take a look at this leaderboard, I'm sorry to report to you, Zellsis, when it comes to classics kills at this event, you're not #1.
Those are rookie numbers, man. You gotta
Those are rookie numbers.
Event's not over.
Kickoff. And look, PRX is about to be eliminated. So
14's all he gets, right?
Yeah, so 14, he's gonna be stuck at that, and I'm gonna win the event. So I'm going all the way.
Oh wow! Do we then combine you and 10s? Is that how it works? Or
That is how it works. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's
That
not
is how
like
it
if you
works.
get #1, we buy it.
No, I have to.
I don't know about that one.
I have to be #1.
Yeah.
I'm the SEN bundle guy. I'm the SEN bundle guy. We have to be #1.
He is that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop buying ghosts and stuff. Just rock the
Always
classic.
pistol.
Rock
Always
the classic
pistol. Yeah.
and see what happens. And speaking of the next matchup, because it sounds like you think Loud are going to beat PaperX. Is that correct?
I do think Loud will beat PaperX. Yeah. I think PaperX are still kind of I respect them because they stick to their playstyle, they do their thing, but I think it only gets you so far. And I think Moniette's doing great player, I'm sure great guy, whatever, but I think they're missing Jing for sure.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, I
Oh,
think the hot
shit,
topic
he said it.
We've certainly seen the
Oh,
last,
shit, he said it.
particularly the last week or so, is kind of, what's the next step? What's the next kind of
Oh,
identity
shit, he
change
said it.
for PaperX? Do you think that
Oh,
is enough of
shit,
it?
he
Just
said
previously,
it.
they've always just fallen back on when they can frag and they go forward, kind of death balling sort of gameplay, they can succeed at international events. Do you think it's different this time around?
At
Do you
least
think
he
there's, I don't wanna say
prefaced
that
it
much of a
with
drop-off,
some
but do you think
glaze.
there is that much of a gap in terms of the PaperX we're seeing here in Madrid?
I think they could definitely clean up. I like how they play. I think it's very Valorant-y. I think it's very good. They're very skilled players, but I think they could have someone be like, all right, guys, we have the advantage. Let's maybe wait a little bit instead of all right, we have the advantage. I'm going to go peek 3 people because I want to. It's I think they could definitely play a little smarter. But only time will tell if they either make a change or want to change how they play, because they're all based off all vibes, right? So it'll only see if they do it.
Let's talk about your next match, because last year it felt like all you did was play against Pacific teams when you came to lock-in. You faced PaperX and DRX, I believe. Now you got to go against Gen G, and I heard that you were really looking forward to meeting Texture. You said a lot of nice things about how he's performing well. How do you think he's going to do, and also how do you think he's going to do up against Zekken?
I'm a big Texture fan. I watched them play their tournament kickoff qualifiers or whatever, and I'm a big Texture fan. I think that whole team is really good. But I mean, these are the big leagues, and they're all rookies here. So I mean, Zekken, Texture. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Texture's really good. He's really good. I think it'll come down to prep and like, you know, team play, which I think both of us have like really good team play, really good prep. So I think it'll be a really close series. Yeah.
Okay, I guess the follow-up to this head-to-head would be the Karen versus Tens.
Fuck, Genji's gonna be a tough match, bro.
On that.
I mean,
thoughts?
Genji's gonna be a tough match.
Like,
yeah,
he's gonna show Karen what it means to play smokes at a big tournament. You know, so I mean.
To be fair, in Karen's own words, when Tens won Masters, he also was not playing.
Yeah,
Karen yet.
fair point.
So he's missed a few of the big titles. I feel like, hey, maybe Genji, they might surprise you. But would you also agree? It feels like outside of you guys, Genji do seem like
we won, but at what cost?
The strongest team.
I definitely.
Oh,
have,
is it because we don't have the most classic kills?
I think this is the final for sure. I think like
they were this close.
Loud,
nice.
Whoever won today, I think I was gonna call the final, but obviously we
nice pick. Nice pick.
So I think it's like us and Genji for sure. I think they just look really drilled.
Every round has ended like this, literally. This is so true.
Really hungry. Like
this is so true.
Karen rookie texture, I think, is like really in his element on this team. You know.
Saucy said nice.
So, yeah, I just think they're really
this is
hungry
the
and,
wingman round.
Really good series.
You agree?
I do agree, yeah. I think Genji have looked in fantastic form. I'm not sure, obviously, with the Loud Genji rematch, whether or not it's going to be enough of a bounce back from Loud. I think today...
Oh my god, we went crazy on the Twitter.
Felt like more like
we went crazy on the Twitter.
A familiar opponent, which is why map 2 and 3 were so closely contested, even with coming out with map 1 and having a dominated, well, very one-sided performance. I'm not sure if Loud have got what it takes to bounce back and beat Genji again.
This is the thing, though. Like, were they down?
You can never count them out. That's the thing.
Thing.
They have an asterisk next to the name every single time.
I mean, we're going to find out tomorrow. But before I let you guys go, Hypog, you actually had a question from like...
We're still running this.
Yeah, like a week ago.
NRG
you
tweet?
asked the question for our next guest. So this is the question from Hypog, which feels weird that I'm asking him the question that you had, but...
As if I'm not here. Go.
Yeah, you're not here. You're not
here.
What's been your favorite moment?
Okay.
Since I've played like international, like added Masters, I guess I'll call it, and then like doing it against Heretics, it just like felt really nice to pull like a really good win. And like we had a really rough travel coming here, so it was like to get that first win, and like that was probably like my highlight, because I'm like, oh my god, we did it, like, you know. So that was probably my highlight. Yeah.
What's great is you didn't notice the lower third there, and it was like, why did you pick Forsaken?
Yeah.
But I love the fact that you just breezed right past that. You're like, I'm not even paying that any attention.
Yeah.
I've just said PaperX gonna lose the next, so no credits.
How does this affect Cloud 9? Not in a good way.
Because tomorrow, after the second game, we're going to have another guest here. We don't know who it is. It's going to be a player from the winning team. So you have an opportunity now to look into the camera and instigate a little bit. Ask them any question you want. No restrictions. Go for it.
Forsaken?
Anyone. Well, it's gonna. We don't know who it's going to be. So it's going to be a player from a winning team tomorrow.
Okay, well, I have to go with Forsaken then, because I just think
but he predicts Loud
like,
to
I
win.
want to play him. He's like quote unquote the best flexible player in the world right now. Like I kind of want that title, you know. So I want to play Forsaken. He's obviously really good, really nice guy. But
I don't think you understood my question.
No, probably not.
On me. All right, I'm gonna condense it.
I think it's time to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 condenses. So we have another post show tomorrow. We're gonna invite another player. We don't know who it is yet. Whoever wins is gonna come back on the desk and they're gonna answer a question. So we would like you to ask them a question.
Oh.
So you thought PaperX were gonna lose tomorrow's series, so
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we might have.
You're guys are stressing me out. This is more stressful than the match. This is more like I'm trying to think of it. It's like, so I'm asking a question. Okay.
Yes, any question in the world.
Why haven't you bought the set bundle yet?
I got nothing. I don't know. I want to ask something like how does it feel to play with a lesser raise than Jing?
Wow, okay.
I like it, a little bit of spice in there.
Bro!
Very,
that's a crazy question.
But we're going to take a look at the schedule quickly before we close everything off, because Genji will be taking on Sentinels in that upper bracket. And then in the elimination game, Mike, we have PaperX.
That's what he came up with?
Loud. Are you in agreement with Zellsis? You think Loud are winning that and Sentinels maybe winning the upper bracket as well?
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Again, we kind of beat this point to death early on. I'm not seeing it from PaperX this time around, and whether or not tomorrow we then see some last-minute comp changes come out, I don't think they pass Loud.
I just hope that PaperX wins so they could come on the desk and answer
that
question. The clips are in.
Now,
the clips are in.
I'm all in on PaperX. I'm all in on PaperX.
Yeah, me too.
Scrap that.
Yeah, it's not like I'm ever not all in on PaperX.
The clips are in.
Thank you very much,
The clips
for
are in.
joining me today. Thank you very much.